Hey guys, how's it going? I know it's been a long time since I made an update, but on the 67, but finally getting to a point where I just been ignoring it. I guess I ain't thought about. I guess it slipped my mind to pick up the camera and make a video. But as you can see, I've been getting some stuff done. Got some more stuff painted. Control arm shafts, part of the transmission cross member, radiator support mounts, bed mounts, control arms, springs, various transmission cross member, motor mounts, hardware. The engine cross member is not bolted in, it's just sitting there with two junk bolts. Because I've got new hardware for it. Haven't bolted it in yet, but steering, drag link. Got the rear suspension in it. Painted the backing plates on the rear axle and put them on. So I'm sticking with drum brakes on the back. And got all my springs painted. Got the track bar painted. Polyurethane bushings in the track bar and the trailing arms. The trailing arms are just loosely bolted on right now, just so they'd be there, and I got to snug them up. Track bar, well, I got to cinch them down. Track bar's just snug fit on there, and bolts are just run up on it. Same with the U-bolts on the rear end. Shock mounting hardware. Putting the KYB shocks on it. Haven't bolted them up yet, but you know. That was under there just so I can get the frame high enough to. The jack's under there just so I can get the frame high enough to put the shocks on without having to compress them. Which really I'm gonna have to compress them anyway. I was just looking, and things that got some rebounds on them, so probably have to wait till I got two people here and one hold them, compress it up, and then the other put the bolt through, because it takes two hands to compress them shocks. So I'm just gonna leave them hanging there right now. Probably should have put them on before I reassembled the rear end, but oh well. It's going to take two people, one to compress the shock and one to stick the bolt through the bottom half of it. So, you know. But in continuation, I haven't had that much time to work on the truck. You know, the frame itself, I've only been working on it for 2 days now. Or we have, me and my dad. But, and that was really just, yesterday we worked on it for most of the day because it didn't rain in here. You can hear it outside, but the day before that we only worked on it for a few hours. We got the day before we got the trailing arms underneath there and the coil springs on. Yesterday we got the axles in the rear end and track bar on, rear end under it. But had to paint all that shock hardware and dig it all up. Also, I decided to stick with 6 lug. So on the axle shafts, I ended up just going around with I have 2 other 12 bolts outside, truck 12 bolts, so they got the perches on them set up for the trailing arm system. But I found, went out there and dug up all my good wheel studs and dug up all the good ones. So I got 6 like brand new wheel studs on there. And so yeah, the axles are in it. We've got to flush out the diff because it's got some nasty old differential on there that's just gone to heck. The thing was never serviced, and had a little water in there too. Looked like maybe the gasket was not doing anything. I mean, the rear end was leaking and everything before we tore it down. So got to flush the rear end out and put some fluid in there, run it for a little while, and do a fluid change, and then probably do that a couple times, and then put some good stuff in there and put the chrome diff cover on. We'll probably put the chrome diff cover on and put it on after we flush the rear end, clean the rear end out, because that diff cover is just not ain't good. It's a bad cover, but it's all beat up. But you know, and then on the cab, got some more sheet metal. You can see the cow's been painted, or not painted, primed. Dash. But yeah, that's a door over there. On the doors, here's the funny thing. The doors that were on this truck, they really were just not any good. I mean, not just because the bottoms of them was rusted out, but they just weren't no good. And then we had a set of 68 doors. They were going to need bottoms, which I'll show you all that on another door. But this one right here, we just put it up there. We just got the doors like last week. So, you know, each set of doors is pretty unique to the cab. Or the cab's unique to the doors, let me say that. You know, they kind of match up. It's hard to make some, you know, aftermarket doors are never going to fit perfect. You can tell by this, we've got some work to do. You know. But, we've got some work to do to make it fit right, but it'll all work out in the end. And then here's the left front fender. The other 68. These are 68 fenders, but we got the filler plates from LMC Truck, wherever they went to. They're down there if you can see them. Probably can't see them, but filled in the marker light holes, and then we shaved the C10 emblems, welded the holes up for the C10 emblems. So it's just a clean fender now. I'm eliminating the C10 emblems, all the trim except for the grill bezels and the bumpers, you know. But any body trim is not going to have on the truck. It's going to be a pretty clean truck, and the only emblem on the whole truck is going to be the bow tie on the grill. So I think that'll look pretty clean. But other than that, the cab really ain't nothing done yet. But go out here and I'll show you the rest of the sheet metal we got. Daggone, I hate rain. Go away. Had already like 3 days of it now. But got a radio support, battery box, passenger side inner fender where the battery box is, so they always rust out. And then there's all the boxes that came in. But then over here we got the passenger door. I'll show you what I was talking about where the other one was rusted out so bad. Down in, if I hold this door up, I'll show you my hand. Down in here, along that where it's lapped over, it was rusted out in mine. There was rust behind that. I said, screw it. You know what? Let's not mess with that. So these doors themselves, they came from and all these sheet metal parts here came from a CPI truck, and that's also the same place I got my hood from, my cowl induction hood. And I really like the quality on these parts. I mean, they're thick, metal's thick. It ain't no cheap, flimsy crap. And yeah, I'm really happy with the quality of them. And CPI, I mean, they maybe they're a little more expensive, but you get what you paid for. And in all honesty, these are nice pieces. You know, real nice pieces. But I really do like them. So I'm set on doors now. I'm set on pretty much all my sheet metal except for the bed. And comes to the bed, I've got a decision to make. I've come across a bed in a cab, a 72 bed in a cab in Mississippi. And a guy I know out there found it. But I might buy it. The cab's got some regular rust and whatnot, but I might buy it. And if I do, the bed's already been dipped and E-coated. It's a nice bed. It ain't got no rust in it. And I'm probably going to sell the cab. But the cab also has an AC dash. So might take that dash out and fit my CD player in it and use that dash. And put this one back in that other cab. But you know, I'm still making a decision on that. So we'll see how that goes. But there you go, guys. 67 update. I'm running out of time here. I only got 10 minutes. So thanks for watching.